Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I am so excited for this one, but we are doing an anti-haul, or is it? We're gonna be talking about all the new makeup releases and whether or not it's worth your purchase. So you guys wanna see what those are, what I'm interested in, well then definitely keep watching. Okay, so in case anyone's wondering what I'm wearing my eyes, I'm actually wearing the Colourpop to Glamlight 10 color palette. I actually was inspired by the look that Michaela recently did on her TikTok, where she showed how to actually create this look. I actually recreated her look. I think it's such a beautiful look. I use these two colors right here, plus this one with these two shimmers in here to create the look that I'm wearing in my eyes right now. I think it's a very beautiful look, and I definitely think this is such a great palette. If you guys did not know, you guys can use code Allie, which will save you guys 15% off over at Glamlight. Whenever you guys shop there, don't forget to use my code. It saves you guys some coin and it does support me at the same time. But I'll make sure I list everything I'm wearing my face down below so you guys can see what I'm wearing. But in today's video, I am so excited because we're going to talk about all the new makeup releases. And guys, I feel like the makeup industry is coming back harder than ever before. I mean, like literally, I turn my head, new makeup release. I turn my head, new makeup release. There are so many new makeup releases that it's so hard to keep up with. And I've recently talked about in a few videos where I'm kind of getting overwhelmed with the amount of makeup releases. And I always had this need to buy every single launch because that's my job here on YouTube. But there just comes a point where there's just overconsumption, and I just feel like right now I'm over-consuming makeup when I already have so much makeup that I need to go through to begin with, that it's just overconsumption and it's not good for my wallet. It's just too hard to keep up with, and yeah, I'm kind of over the whole overconsumption, but it's still fun to sit back and relax and talk about new makeup releases and whether or not I think you guys should get it, or if that's something that down the line I want to get it or get it right now. Like, it all just kind of varies on what the launches are. So I'll go ahead and dive right on in because we have quite a few makeup releases to talk about. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about and this one makes me so mad, but it's the new limited edition Game of Thrones collaboration with Makeup Revolution. Dracarys. Y'all, Makeup Revolution just needs to stop. They just need to stop. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. They try so hard to do all these makeup collaborations and whatnot, and they just fail miserably every single time. They just don't know how to do the collection or the thing they're representing justice. Like, I don't get who sits here on their board and looks at the color scheme and said, you know what? That's it. That is Game of Thrones. You're like, what? No, it is not. Like, it's not Game of Thrones at all. The outside packaging, sure, the outside packaging is beautiful. They always do a great job with the outside packaging, but the color story itself, they do such a horrible job. And I say this in the most kindest way possible. Why Game of Thrones? Like, Game of Thrones ended, what, 2 years ago? Like, Game of Thrones has been over for quite some time. Now it's House of Dragon. So it would have made more sense if they did House of Dragon and not Game of Thrones, especially because Game of Thrones has been done by Urban Decay, and I thought they did such a wonderful job with that collection. This, I don't. I think the only thing that I find unique about it is the little sponge that sits on a little throne chair. Like, that to me, I think is good. But everything else, I'm just like, I don't like it. I'm definitely going to pass on this collection. I'm not a fan of Makeup Revolution at all. And yeah, that's an easy one to pass on. But I will say, if you guys have not watched House of Dragons, oh my god, you guys have got to watch it. It is such a good show. We watched the episode. We watched last night's episode. I believe it's episode 4. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I never thought Matt Smith, who plays Daemon Targaryen, to be attractive. Because I saw him like in The Crown and everything like that, and he played Prince Philip in The Crown, and I don't know, and I know he played Doctor Who, just never found him attractive. But there is something about him playing Daemon that I'm just like, ooh-wee. And you know what's so crazy is, this would be a little bit like spoilers. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, please turn the channel now. But I will say, it's so funny because you know how all of us are like, ew, incest, ew, 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 ew. Like when, you know, in the Game of Thrones series where Cersei was hooking up with her twin brother Jaime, everybody's like, ew, that's so gross.
I mean, that's nasty.
But nobody batted an eye at Daenerys Targaryen and Jon Snow. When they were getting it, I was like, yes! Yes! I don't care if that was his aunt. They didn't know. I was like, he getting it, you know? And now I'm all for, hopefully, Daemon and Rhaenyra being together. I know that's her uncle, but incest what? I don't care. It's just so crazy how we can literally turn our eyes at that, but like with the twins having sex, we're like, ew, that's so gross. But uncle and niece or aunt and nephew, you know, like we're all okay with it in this show. It's just so bizarre, but it's so funny because, like, you know, George R.R. Martin actually came out and said that at that time, or like when you look at past royalties throughout human history, incest wasn't taboo the way that it is now. Incest was more accepted back then, especially when they wanted to keep the bloodlines pure. Granted, it did create a lot of issues and abnormalities with, you know, the offsprings, but it was very accepted back in the day. I'm dying to read the Game of Thrones series. I actually have them on my Amazon wish list. Eventually I want to read them because they look like they're going to be so good. It just sucks that he stopped writing it. I hope he one day gets back into it. And I'm running on a tangent. I love that fantasy world. So yeah, the Makeup Revolution, that is an easy no for me. Up next, we do have another collaboration. This is the second collaboration for this creator. It is Morphe 2 collaboration with Maddie Ziegler. The first time she collabed with them was with Morphe, and now she's collabing with them with Morphe 2. This is supposed to be a true reflection of her personal evolution and a creative expansion that includes a changement artistry palette, limited edition always online gel liner, and drawn out brow and freckle pen. This is going to be available as of now, and this is a collection I'm definitely going to pass on. I never got her first collection. The only reason I even had her first palette was because Leah Janae bought it for me when we did like our TJ Maxx like swap boxes haul. And she got it for me there. And honestly, I wasn't a fan, and I'm definitely not a fan of this one either. The color story just doesn't make sense for me. I don't really have anything bad to say about Morphe 2 because I definitely did have some good experiences with Morphe 2, so I have nothing bad to say about it. Morphe 2 I think is more geared for the minimalistic makeup looks, people who want to, you know, wear some makeup and not be overwhelmed, and a lot towards the younger generation when they're just doing like the makeup, no makeup looks. Like that's what that brand is more geared towards, and I could see why Maddie actually collaborated them because she does fall into that younger generation, which is so crazy to think and say because I still view myself as very young, but like I'm a millennial, and I think it's like what, Gen X or Gen Z that's below us now. It's just so weird, but yeah, I just definitely saw that collection. I was like, that's an easy no for me. Okay, so up next we do have a new holiday sneak peek. This is the new Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked collection from Hourglass. This is going to include 3 collections. And I will say the outside packaging is beautiful, but I have absolutely no desire to get this. Hourglass is one of those brands that's just out of my reach. It is just way too expensive for what it is. And the few products that I have tried from Hourglass, they weren't as wowing. Like I remember I tried the Hourglass Stick Foundation because everybody raved about it years ago. I hated it.
You what?
I hated it. It was horrible. It was horrible on my oily skin. And then I tried like their Veil primer. Again, it was not good for my oily skin. I think I tried like one more like blush that they came out with, and I was like, I don't get the hype. I mean, there's more things to this brand than just the 3 products I mentioned. So eventually one day I would like to try out this brand, but right now it is way too expensive, and that's something I'm gonna have to pass on. But I will say the packaging on this is beautiful. I think the one that captivates me the most is probably the Tiger one because that is such like a gorgeous outside packaging with the colors on the inside. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. I'm assuming it's like a bronzer blush highlight situation. Can't entirely tell, but that's kind of like what it looks like to me. But yeah, that's an easy pass for me. Okay, so up next we do have another holiday collection. This is the new Benefit sets. It's gonna come with like a cheek mailer blush, bronzer, and highlight cheek palette. There's going to be a shader and brush gift set. There's going to be eyebrow gels and pencil gift sets. There's gonna be an advent calendar. There's gonna be holy shit, guys. This is all gift sets right there. Holy shit, that's a lot. That's a lot of gift sets. Now, I will say I absolutely do love Benefit Cosmetics. They're freaking amazing. I use their brow products every single day. And I really did love like their advent calendar they came out with last year. I do think that this little, you know, holiday kit that they have going right here, I do think it's super cute. And it's just crazy to know that like we're already approaching the holiday season. Like in my mind, it's only September and I'm thinking about Halloween. Like I'm thinking about Halloween, and yet these brands over here going Christmas. Like it's just crazy because I know that like a lot of advent calendars are now going on sale this month and people start buying them. They start, you know, reviewing them. And I'm over here like, advent calendar is supposed to be for December. What the heck? Like it's just so crazy. It's just a lot. And I just wish at some point, I wish brands would start to acknowledge Halloween the way they do Christmas. Could you imagine? Like, they're really missing the mark with that. They really are. So this next collection, a lot of you guys tagged me in it, and I felt kind of bad because this collection is not for me in the slightest, but I got tagged a lot. But it's the new Kaleidos Makeup The Night of Creation collection. It's going to come with some Night of Creation quad palettes, Flowing Haze and Glowing Iris, and the Infinity Glow Melt On Eyeliner, 6 shades and 4 different finishes. And this is not for me. One, I don't do eyeliners, as you guys know that. And then the quad palettes, they're purples. And I don't really wear a lot of purples. If I do, it's a rare occasion. Like I think I do have like a purple shade on now. It's like a purple brownish shade. I don't know. I had to really be in the mood to wear a purple shade. And I don't really know what type of look I could create using these palettes. And yeah, I love the outside packaging. I think the outside packaging is beautiful, but I just have no desire to get this collection. It just doesn't scream me. Unfortunately, it is beautiful. I do love Kaleidos highlighters, but yeah, that was a really easy pass for me. But I do appreciate you guys looking out for me and tagging me in it though. Oh, this next collection just makes my heart so happy. But we do have the new Besme Cosmetics collaboration with Disney's The Villains collection. This is going to include lipsticks, eyeshadow palette, nail polishes, Ursula necklace, and a Maleficent ring. This was actually premiered at the D23 Expo, which I was obsessed to watch, which guys, I was so excited, but I saw that they're bringing back Happily Ever After fireworks show, and I literally cried to Corey because that's my favorite. Well, Wish List was my favorite for so long, but then when I saw Happily Ever After, that show brings me to tears. Happily Ever After brings me to tears, and I was so upset with the 50th anniversary, you know, fireworks show that Magic Kingdom put on. So I'm so glad that they're bringing back Happily Ever After. It's such a beautiful song. And then they also revealed the trailer for The Little Mermaid. I cried when I saw that because, you know, The Little Mermaid, and my parents can tell you this, I was obsessed with The Little Mermaid as a little girl. It was my absolute all-time favorite Disney movie for the longest time. It's still my top 5 favorite Disney movies. I love that movie so much, and it just brought back my childhood seeing the trailer for it, hearing the music, and I believe that Halle Bailey, who's playing her, she's gonna do a beautiful job in her voice. Oh, stunning. I am so excited. But I think one of the best parts about it was I've seen so many reactions of cute little black girls reacting to seeing The Little Mermaid being a black mermaid. And I think that was so amazing because there needs to be representation. Like I looked at Corey and said, wow, you really don't see that. Like a lot of little girls don't see representation of their skin color. I think it's so amazing that these little girls are now going to get to grow up and see representation inside a live action Disney movie. I think it's absolutely amazing. I cried when I saw the little girls' reactions because like, yes, because that was my reaction as a little girl. And now I get to see representation for them as well. And it just makes me so excited. And I just can't wait till May 2023. It's going to take forever to get here, but just know I will be the first in line for The Little Mermaid because I'm just so excited for it. But anyway, back to the Disney villain thing right here. I would love to try this collection, but I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be so overpriced. I believe I saw somewhere online that this Besme palette is literally $100. The fuck?
Oh my god!
Like, that is just so overpriced for what it is. Besme Cosmetics, I've told you guys numerous times, is such an expensive brand. If you guys hear noises, it's the neighbors. Like their stairs go up right here. So this is their stairs and then they go up right up here. So I always have to hear them because I'm right at the entrance to their door and they go out all the time. But they're amazing compared to my old upstairs neighbor's Carla. I would take them any day. But yes, this collection is super expensive, so I'm gonna have to pass on it. But I do think it looks really pretty. Definitely not worth $100, but I do think it's really cool that they are definitely doing a Disney collection. I feel like Disney's kind of a whore in a sense that they collab with everybody. Do you notice that? Like, I say that kindly, but Disney says yes to everybody. It's like Oprah, you get a car, you get a car. Now Disney's like, you get a collab, you get a collab, you get a collab. Everybody gets a collab. Like, I feel that's exactly what Disney does. Oh, guys. This next one's a hard one for me, and we need to talk for a minute. But we have another day, another Colourpop, and this is Colourpop's collaboration with Harry Potter. I had to be very honest with you guys about this. You guys know I'm an absolute diehard Harry Potter fan. I have been since I was a little girl when I discovered Harry Potter at the Scholastic Fairs, which I don't even think they do that anymore. I used to love being like in 4th grade. I'd ask my parents for money. They'd give me money and I'd go to the Scholastic Book Fair and I'd buy all these books. And that's where I bought my first Harry Potter book. And I fell in love with Harry Potter. It was my escape from this world. It gave me friends when I literally had none, and it saved my life more times than I could ever care to admit. It gave me everything I ever needed and more in a series, and I will never stop being a diehard Harry Potter fan. However, I will say this, I do not agree with JK's Rowling statements. Her opinions do not align with my own, so it's very hard for me because I love that series so much, but I can't stand JK. I truly can't stand her. I haven't supported her in a long time, and it's hard because as much as like I would want to get this collection because it's Harry Potter, I don't want to give her any more money. I just don't stand for what she believes in, and I will never take away my love for Harry Potter, and I will definitely say that I will allow my kids to one day read Harry Potter because I hope it gives them a world to escape to in the same way that it gave me. But I also don't feel like giving more money to her if I can definitely stop. I definitely don't feel like giving any more money to her if I can control that. So this was a collection that I did pass on, and it was sad for me because you guys know how much I love Harry Potter, but I did not want to support her because I knew that she was going to get coined off this purchase. Now, I'm also not going to lie to you guys. I actually got it in PR. And you guys know how much I love Colourpop. You guys know that I have been fighting tooth and nail to get my first ever makeup PR ahead of time. And the one time I do, it's Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter. So I will not be showing you guys that collection. I will not be showing you guys that collection. So I do apologize, but I did get it in PR, and I was excited for the mere fact that I actually got makeup ahead of time in PR from Colourpop. I was like, oh, finally! But it is the Harry Potter one. I will definitely show it off to you guys in a PR unboxing, but I will not be reviewing it. But I did not purchase the collection. I had no intentions on purchasing the collection, but I did receive it in PR, and I do want to be very honest with you guys about that. So as much as I love Harry Potter, like I said, I don't stand with what JK believes in, and her and I just have two opposing opinions, and I don't feel like giving her more money than she already has. So that is my stance on the situation. It'll never take away my love for Harry Potter. That to me is its own entity, but I do not support JK. So okay, so next we have another holiday collection. I feel like this is all holiday, but we have the new Chantecaille Holiday 22 collection, and this is going to be the Lotus Blossom Radiant Blush, the Lotus Radiant Powder, the Perfect Blur Powder, and a lip crystal pink opal situation. I've only tried a few products from Chantecaille because my wonderful friend Teresa actually gave me a few products to try, and I will say the products I did try I was thoroughly impressed with, but holy shit, this brand is also really expensive. Very expensive for what it is. So this brand is something that I will never shop unless I just have the, fuck you money to do so. But until then, yeah. Beautiful stuff, but I have to pass on that one. Okay, so next we have another holiday collection. This is the new Givenchy collection. This is going to be their Prisme Libra loose powder and 2 lipsticks. There's nothing new. It's just a new holiday collection packaging. Nothing else is new about it, but I will say it is really beautiful. It is a really beautiful collection, like in terms of the holiday. It gets me really excited, and that red lip. That red lip just makes me like, ooh, it looks so good. But yeah, that's a collection that I again will pass on because there's no need just to buy it for the holidayness. Like, no, Okay, so this next collection, this one was hard for me to pass on, but I passed on it for one reason alone. But we have the new Fantasia collection collaboration with One Size Beauty. So Disney is once again collaborating with another brand. What I tell you, Disney's just collaborating with everybody. But it's their new Fantasia collection, and this is going to include the Face and Eye palette, Point Made waterproof liquid liner, Bit of Magic highlighter, and dual-ended lip snatcher, and a lipstick and lip gloss, and an ultimate Mickey puff for $16. And when I saw Patrick Star teasing that he was going to be doing a Disney collection, I was like, oh my god, I am so excited. I absolutely love Disney. This is gonna be so good. And when I saw that it was Fantasia, I was like, oh, this would be even better, because I love the Fantasmic show over at Hollywood Studios. They just recently brought it back. Oh, I freaking love it so much. And I also love Fantasia. The movie is just absolutely incredible, and I was so excited. And then I saw the reveal and I was like, ah.
That's what she said. And you know what? What was that?
What is that? What is that? It's not what I thought it was going to be. I imagined a Disney collection. I imagined, if anything, Fantasia, blues, reds, whites, golds, blacks. Like, I envisioned all of that, and what we got was so disappointing. We got one row, four shadows of white, gold, brown, and like a reddish. Then we got two style blushes, like a lighter and darker, and then two like white highlighters. And this to me was just so disappointing, because it just does not scream Fantasia to me. As an avid Disney lover and a supporter of Patrick Star, of course I want to support the collection. But I'm gonna be real with you guys, I didn't want to waste my money on this, because it just doesn't spark my interest. Like, it doesn't make me excited when I look at it, and I'm being very conscientious of what I spend my money on now, because there is such an overconsumption of makeup that I was just like, no. It was just very disappointing. I definitely expected more out of this. Like, I will say, at least the packaging is cool, where like it pops up and it looks like, you know, Fantasia, but it just doesn't spark my interest. It doesn't look that good. The highlighter is pretty, but again, I don't know. It just doesn't scream Disney to me. Like, I just don't see it. I don't see it. And it's just really sad, because I really expected more out of this collection. There's a lot of hype around it. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's it. So yeah, that was definitely an easy pass, but a sad one at that, because I love Disney. And I don't know. I guess I wanted more. So can't win them all, I guess. Okay, so next we have the new Glossy Balm Ice from Fenty Beauty. This is supposed to give you a cooling effect plus a juicy wet finish with a minty scent. So it's kind of weird to have Fenty Beauty have a minty scent, because typically they have like a watermelon scent, and it's supposed to be like this light cooling effect where the more you wear on your lips, the cooler it gets. And I thought that to be really cool. So at some point, I would definitely love to pick this up. You guys know how much I do love my Fenty gloss bombs. So I'll have to try this at some point to really try it out. It's not saying it's plumping, it just has a nice cooling effect, which, you know, seems kind of cool to me. Okay, so when I saw this collection, I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of bad, but like, I laughed. We have the new Kylie Cosmetics collaboration with Kris Jenner Round 2 collection. So it's gonna come with a lip serum, a Curtini under eye patches, pressed powder palette, matte lip crayon set, and a blush and highlighter cheek duo. And I'm sorry, what is this? Like, it's ugly, but I will say, I do appreciate Kylie Cosmetics stepping out of her comfort zone just a tad and creating a different style palette. She has like a triangle shaped palette. She has like these oval shaped shades, and I really do appreciate her stepping out of her comfort zone and creating something just a tad bit different than her normal standard packaging that she creates on every single launch. I really do appreciate the fact that she did change things up just a tad, but I just don't find the color story to be really interesting in my personal opinion, and I'm definitely going to pass on this, but I do appreciate her changing things up a bit. It makes it a little bit more exciting. It makes me kind of go, maybe we'll take a second look at this brand down the line. But yeah, this one doesn't speak to me at all, but you know, good for her though. Okay, so next we have a new collection, but at the same time we don't, because it's not going to be available until December through January, so just pre-order only. But it's the new Hip Dot collaboration with Mighty Neen. I'm going to apologize to you guys now. I don't know what Mighty Neen is. I'm really sorry. So I don't really know this collection, but I will say that I do love the designs they put into every single piece. Like this right here, like look at how beautifully detailed that is. Like it's so detailed. The lipsticks are so detailed. I mean, just look at that. I love the fact that Hip Dot definitely stepped out of their comfort zone and created something a little bit more unique in terms of packaging. Like they really went all out. Like that design is so beautiful. I love how all out they went, but this is a collection I definitely am going to pass on. I don't want to sit here and buy something now, but then not get it until like December, January. Like that's not really that exciting, but congratulations to them though. Okay, so this is insane, but we have a new collector's edition. So Fenty Beauty is celebrating their 5th anniversary with a limited edition collector's piece. Only 100 are available, so you can already bet that they're going to be maybe sold out, but I don't know, maybe at the same time they're not, because they're $500. They're $500 for the dipped in 975 hand-placed gems. Each gem has been hand-applied, so that each case is truly one of a kind at $500 each. They're Swarovski crystal case that you just put like your lipstick in, and I think it's like really cool they are allowing this to happen. $500 is really freaking steep for a lipstick case, especially because like the one that I bought a long time ago, I still could not figure out how to put the lipstick inside the case. So the lipstick's not in the case at all. The case is just there by itself. There's no way I'd ever invest the money in that. And I feel like this is something I would end up losing or down the line just decluttering and forgetting that it's like a $500 lipstick, empty lipstick case empty lipstick case, might I add. So yeah, that's an easy pass for me. Okay, so next we have some more holiday collections. It's the Kylie Cosmetics holiday collection. So this is going to include the reindeer liquid lipstick set for $150. You get 5 matte liquid lips and 4 high gloss lip glosses, which I think is actually a really great value for the brand. That's a really great value. You're going to get the high gloss lipstick ornament. You're going to get the blush and highlighter palette for $40, and quite a few other goodies. It says that a launch that was pushed from last year's holiday season. There are more items in this collection not available yet. We'll keep you updated soon, but this is the collection right here, and this is their holiday collection. That's what I guess supposed to come out last year. That's coming out now this year. Again, very easy pass for me. It looks kind of kiddish. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it looks kind of kiddish, but I do think this is a really great value. You get for $150, you get all this. Pretty great value for what it is, but yeah, this is definitely a very, very easy pass for me. Okay, so next we have the Next Naked palette. This is the Urban Decay collaboration with Robin Eisenberg, who is an illustrator. The illustrator was inspired by the sunsets and varied colors of California. This is a limited edition palette with 12 shades from mattes to metallic finishes. It's available now in South America and is coming soon to other countries. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about this palette. Like, I don't necessarily have any thoughts. I don't have anything bad to say about it, but I also don't have anything positive to say about it either. I just kind of look at it and I'm just kind of like, that's cool. Like, that's my thoughts on it. Like, it doesn't excite me, but it doesn't disappoint me either. It's so weird that I'm looking at this and I genuinely don't have a thought in terms of this palette. I think it's just one of those palettes that, like, I see and I walk by the store and be like, that's cool. And then I probably just keep walking. So I'm definitely going to pass on this collection for sure, just because it doesn't excite me, but I also think it's pretty cool. I do love how colorful it is, and I think it's cool that they're collaborating with a illustrator, which I feel like you never see, so I feel like that's a really cool thing as well. Next, we have the new Be Perfect collaboration with Stacey Marie MUA. This is the Carnival 4 palette. This is the remastered palette, and it is a beautiful, beautiful palette. This is definitely a rainbow-inspired palette. It looks pretty similar to the other 2 palettes that Stacey Marie did create with them. This one just looks more brighter. The last one that she did was the Carnival 3 palette, which I actually showed you guys in my top 10 favorite fall inspired palettes. I definitely put that palette in there. It's a gorgeous palette. This just looks more bright and neon compared to the other one that was definitely more fall muted, and this is definitely more bright and neon. So this is a palette that I'm going to pass on, but I will say that it does retail for $54.95, or you can get the smaller version for $32.95, which is a really, really great price point. Be Perfect Cosmetics has great formula. You guys should definitely check them out at some point if you have not already. And it is a beautiful rainbow palette, and you get so many shades. Like, just look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. That is all of our new makeup releases. There is so much makeup coming out right now, especially the holiday makeup. We're seeing all the teasers for it right now. I just wish more brands would, you know, cater to Halloween, because I know that so many people out there love Halloween just as much as I do. People love getting fun and creative during the Halloween season, but so many brands just kind of like overlook it and just think that it's a holiday people just don't care about. I'm like, but wait a minute, people love Halloween. People love dressing up and doing their makeup and doing fun Halloween looks here on YouTube. Like, I don't know. I feel like brands are definitely missing the mark and skipping on Halloween because it's such a marketable holiday, but that's just me. But yeah, this video is always so much fun. It's just nice to sit back, relax, and talk about all the new makeup releases and whether or not I think they're worth your purchase. So with that said, guys, that does wrap up today's video. Stay tuned to Friday, because Friday I'm going to have my big 40K special video with my big 40K giveaway. I'm gonna have 4 winners for that giveaway to say thank you so much, and like one for every, I would say decade, but I guess one for every 10,000. But yeah, I'm so excited, so definitely stay tuned to Friday. But I just, you know, I can't thank you guys enough. This has been definitely long awaited, and it's just still so crazy. So with that said, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's Art for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful paid members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Bye! Hey guys, what? So make sure you guys whenever I'm gonna go ahead and dive in. We have quite a few goodies to go through. So yes, let me go ahead and we have quite a few mega releases to go through. So I'm gonna go ahead and so next we have the new ambient light. Okay, so next we have the new holiday sneak peek, or it's already out. It's already out by now. Okay, so next we have the new holiday sneak peek, which isn't really a sneak peek because I think it is out, but it's the new ambient light. It's the new ambient lighting edit unlocked collection from Hourglass. This includes 3 palettes. Okay, eyeliners, and it's gonna come with some quad palettes. It's gonna come with it's congratulations to them though, but congratulations, SFX